Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Week 16 Fantasy Recap Show, the semifinals
Yeah.
recap show. We got one game left, Rhino. We got one game left. That is the Rhino, by the way. I am your Shepard, and it was a tough afternoon for many out there. Well,
A lot.
there's going to be those that are moving on. Congratulations. There's going to be those that have not sealed the deal yet, based on the game tomorrow night. So I mean, if you hanging on with with Josh Jacobs, yeah, Josh Jacobs rolling tomorrow
Yeah.
night, and maybe a couple of the other boys in terms of the wide receivers. Yeah, I mean, look. Nevertheless, Rhino, it was a tough day in the fantasy landscape. It
Some
happens.
performing people that usually perform well.
Yeah, well, we got some. We got some out there. Strange did not come through, Sniper Mel, my dear. Yeah, I mean, Brett. Look, I mean that should be one of our most important fantasy takeaways. Um, look, we were chasing, for lack of a better word. I wish I had a better word for it, but the fact of the matter is we were chasing that volume.
Yeah.
We were chasing the volume, and again, the process was right to follow that volume,
Yeah.
but at the same time, Rhino, we somebody could have said, well, Shepard. I mean, look, the Jaguars stink. What makes us think that just because we saw it last week 15, and all those targets, why do we just assume that that's going to be the case again week 16? And I would have said to that person,
Well, because that was a better defense they went against last week too.
I would have said, I mean, oh, you have a good point. It's a good argument to have. It's again, just because we were banking not just on following that target volume, we were also banking on the fact that there aren't that many mouths to feed in that offense. Although we saw that there was another mouth to feed in that offense today. I'm not sure what the final stat line was for Parker Washington, but I did hear his name called a couple of times.
Little Parker.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Yeah. It's too bad. It's too bad.
My guess, his stat line was probably five catches for 50 yards.
It's too bad that I don't have the Peter Parker overlay up. Nevertheless, Bill Brian Thomas Jr. again.
He came through. You start him. You don't sit him.
He continued. He's been the most consistent staple in that offense in what is one of the worst offenses. He's been just damn consistent.
He just barely. He made the one long touchdown. He was wide open, but he barely. I mean, the ball bounced off his hands on another one that would have been a long touchdown.
Let me ask you this question.
Ask away.
Do you think he'll win Rookie of the Year?
He should be in the conversation, but
I think he should.
I think Jaden Daniels probably split the deal on that.
Yeah. We'll go to the quarterback, of course. Jaden Daniels.
Okay, you say go to quarterback, but Jaden Daniels played good today. 205 touchdowns, 207 yards passing, and 82 yards rushing.
League winner.
Yep.
League winner. And look, while Chicago was fawning over Caleb Williams, who had a good game today.
Yeah.
He had a good game today as well. Another decent, above decent game for Caleb Williams. But again, got to give the Commanders front office, along with the coaching staff that they assembled. They were, hey, you want Caleb Williams? No problem. We have no problem taking this dude.
Yeah.
We have no problem with the plan that we have in place. And not only are they right in the thick of it to get in, whether it's a 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever the case may be, they are in the driver's seat for one of these wild card berths. They're beating their divisional opponent, the Eagles, today, as if it was the Super Bowl.
And they're only 2 games behind the Eagles now. Jalen Hurts is going to be in concussion protocol. So let's say he doesn't play next week.
How much do you think Jalen Hurts going down early in this game played into the fact of like the Eagles just like maybe kind of like, you know what, let's ease off the gas, or let's like kind of like, you know what, we don't have our star quarterback, we ain't winning with this dude. Do you think that played into it a little bit?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, I know this is a good
because you got to think about it, they were still fighting for number 1 seed.
It's true.
So no, not at all.
And it's not like the defensive players, you know, again, I'm sure, you know, it's one team. So yeah, it's their quarterback too, but they still have their jobs to do.
Yeah.
More or less. But well, now again, Jaden Daniels, Olamide, Zacharias, whatever, however you want to pronounce that guy's name, had 2 touchdowns. Jamison Crowder, dusting off the cobwebs, had 2 touchdowns. Scary Terry. Again, we have several potential league winners in this game that came out of this game. Well, one being the quarterback, just because of how late you drafted him and how well he's played for you all season.
Yeah, especially if I would play him in one league instead of Josh Allen, then
I got him. I have him in the worryable. Started out as a QB2. This dude has been leading my team.
Yeah.
It's Scary Terry. God, you know, again, happy for him. He scored. How about the fact of Brian Robinson Jr. That was not a good showing.
No.
That's and Quincy Goat. He did.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this goat.
Let's go, Quincy.
I want to talk about the goat balls. So tell it. So Quincy, tell us about this, because we're gonna, on this channel, we set out not just to provide advice, provide entertainment. We also want this to be the platform where we're going to learn from one another as well. Just because he's playing 100 years and I'm playing 50 years, doesn't mean that we still can't learn. Quincy, what triggered upstairs to say, you know what, I think this is going to be Deebo's game. No. When there was so much evidence that was piling up to suggest that we could not start him. Now 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, even 2 weeks ago, it was like, should we drop him? Should we cut him? No. We're not going to cut him. We're not going to drop Deebo Samuel, but we can't start him right now. So Quincy, I'd be curious to know what led to that decision. Who'd you sit?
Did you have a dream about it? And wake up and go.
Did it come to you in your sleep, Quincy?
Come to your sleep.
Nevertheless, congratulations. I'm glad that we are playing together next week. When it's for all the marbles.
Yeah.
All the chips. The big ship is next week, folks. We will be with you definitely this upcoming Tuesday.
Yep.
We will definitely be off on Wednesday. We're typically off on Thursdays, but the DFS show does get recorded and does get posted on Thursday. We will be with you definitely on Friday. It's Saturday that's a little up in the air, folks. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And Sniper Ray McLeod didn't, like, again, I know that Michael Penix didn't throw a touchdown. I know
Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson scored 2 touchdowns on the ground. So why was Ray McCloud a starter today?
Yeah, defense scored 2
The
touchdowns.
defense scored 2 touchdowns. The Atlanta Falcons defense, folks. If there's one that we may have called right,
Good Lord.
I know we had a bunch of should it be the Falcons, a bunch throughout the week. Just because we're a live stream, shows are recorded too. We go back and watch them. Well, I watch them, for different reasons. Better than strange. Anything was better than strange, Sniper. But yeah, I don't think Ray, especially in, I don't think the Warrior Bowl gives you that type of scoring. If the Warrior Bowl would have given you that type of return scoring, then maybe we would have had a better conversation about it. But I'm pretty sure they don't. And I'm in a semifinal there as well. But I don't know if you should have left Ray in based on just being a wide receiver. I don't think he did that well. I'm trying to find the game right now, just so I don't look like a complete donkey. A complete donkey. While you guys are the goats, I'm the donkey. Sniper should have left her husband in, she said. Hey, look, we called Tyrone. We called him. Didn't do bad. It's not a really good looking stat line, but I mean Tyrone did give you 16 PPR between his combined rushing and receiving, and his catches and a touchdown. Ray McCloud carried the ball for 8 yards one time.
Oh, 8 yards?
And then he had 3 catches for 20. So I mean, yeah, Sniper saying that it would have been better than Brenton Strange, yes, because Brenton Strange, I'm pretty sure, gave us negative points.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Last time I saw it, he was like negative. That might have changed late.
Yeah,
it definitely might have changed.
3 or 4 catches.
But yeah, Bijan did what Bijan was supposed to do in this game. Just under 100, 2 touchdowns. Nice to see that it wasn't Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
And then Tyrone had a decent game. Malik Neighbors again gave us his baseline bottom.
Yeah.
His baseline
floor 82.
That low, that high floor. That high floor of in PPR. And half PPR, obviously, you have to shave half of it off in terms of the receptions. But if it was PPR,
his reception saved him because he didn't have many yards rushing.
Are you're talking about Tyrone?
Yeah.
Well, both.
Yeah.
Both. Rushing was terrible, 20-something yards, and receiving was like 40. But yeah, he had a handful of catches and he scored.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it did. Tyrone definitely got us to 16, got us to RB2 situation. For sure. The Giants, man, they're just terrible.
Yeah, welcome Cam Ward or Shador Sanders.
He just woke up thinking that Debo was due.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's always nice. You wake up and you think that, and it works out for you. It's not good when we do that. It doesn't work out for you because then for me, at least for me, it's a sleepless damn night.
No kidding.
Play it in my head and Groundhog Day over and over and over.
No kidding.
God.
Currently up 23, facing Mike Evans. That's in the bag. That's in the bag, Max.
Yeah, you should be good.
Did you play DK? We knew DK was finding the end zone today. That was easy. That was an easy one. Ray had 9.30 on the bench. Kittle was great. Her guy George Skittles. Rodgers tried today at least. Rodgers tried. So you see where this bias is. Look at this bias. Her former quarterback, Rodgers, tried. Quarterback that she probably drafted, not picked up. This was a draft pick of the Snipers. Now, when it comes to someone that either A, we recommended to add or that we recommended to start, Brenton Strange, we're going to get pummeled.
Yep.
Pummeled. That's just the way it works. We're here for it. We're here for it. We're here for it. We'll take it. We'll take it on the chin.
Did you get Clark? Did you skip Clark?
I'll never skip Clark.
I think
this one's for Clark.
Oh, wait.
This one's for Clark. I got Clark right here.
Right here. Chuba, man. Damn. What next year, what round will he go in next year? And will people reach for him in drafts?
They just signed him to a contract.
Yeah.
And we know that Jonathan Brooks is not going to be. I doubt he's going to be ready. I doubt if this.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how bad that injury was.
I doubt the dude makes it back in 2025. Chuba's going to be a second. He's going to be
first round.
He's going to be in that mid to back end of the second round, if not that early third round turn. Yeah.
What he's got to be one. He's probably got to be one of the most the biggest surprise.
Hey, this. If I have my way, which I would say 75 to 80%, I get it my way. But if I had my way 100% of the time, I would just rename fantasy football championship trophies the Chuba Hopper Award. Because this man, Clark, had him. He had him last season. Now, he had to release him for whatever reason this year. But Clark had him first. That's why it's the Chuba Hopper Award.
Yeah, he just went off, man.
Went off. Debo was the guy. Yeah, he was, man. I mean, look, you played him, and we have to give you those flowers. I would have had a hard time playing him if I had Debo. A hard time, just based on, again, the body of work that we've seen over the last several weeks have not been good.
Hey guys, it's official. Damn big, though. Know that.
It's a Chuba Hopper Award. Of course you won. Of course you won, GOAT.
Congratulations, Clark.
Of course you won, man.
It's always nice going back to back.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it. Get ready for a dynasty startup now, Clark. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Max Corleone's got 23-point cushion against Mike Evans. We could get Mike Evans for 18 to 20. Yeah, 18 or 20 PPR. A really good game for Mike Evans, and you slip away with the win. Squeak it out. Why not?
What's the situation?
I see. How do I see a situation? I mean, like with. That's how I see a situation. How else do you think I see a situation, George? And here, look at this guy. Look at this guy. The goat of goats.
Hussein, how'd you do in the Yahoo League?
The warrior of warriors. Is that the league that you're commissioner in?
No.
No.
I was the champion last year. I won't be champion this year.
Is there a way that I could just like I want to rename fantasy football trophies the Chuba Hopper Award? Can we outlaw, ban, abolish Yahoo Fantasy? Well, I mean, for the life of me, I can't understand why anybody would still want to play on Yahoo when you have a much better, updated, customizable functionality app in Sleeper.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this show. I don't like Yahoo.
You don't like Yahoo.
Mm-mm.
All right, but you're also on ESPN.
Yeah.
I see ESPN almost the same as Yahoo, almost. Let's make sure that we get some of the others here. Oh, I played Ford. Oh boy. So yeah, that was a good call.
I was a little.
We were a little back and forth over that one, and Adam over DK. So Thielen worked out.
Mm-hmm.
He worked out for 50, 60 yards, a touchdown, handful of catches, probably like 14, 15 PPR. I mean, Thielen was a good call. My opponent has Evans left and the Packers DST tomorrow. Oof. So it's 23 points with Evans and the DST. That might be a little tough. That might be a little tough.
Yeah.
I hope it comes through, but that might be tough. Where's George's question? How do you see my?
Is it right here?
Here we go.
You see it?
No, you're not suffering.
No.
You're not suffering. I'm down by 16. He doesn't have any players left. I have Bucky, Chase, McLaughlin, and the Packers D. Bucky could do it by himself. Bucky could do it by himself, George. So right there, right off the bat, let's dumb it down a little bit. Let's say Bucky doesn't have that game. Let's say Bucky just gives you an RB3 performance of like 10 points. Then you only have 6 points left. 6 points to go with a kicker and a defense. George Goat. Let's
go.
LFG Goat. It's on, baby. It's on. We'll see you next week, George. Hopefully we see all you guys next week. Hopefully we see you all season, because we'll be here all season, one way or another. Or I should say one day or another day.
Yep.
And we'll get all that situated for you guys relatively soon. But yeah, George, man. Bucky could do that by himself. And then you've got the other two. You've got a kicker.
And defense, yeah.
Let's say he doesn't even kick a field goal. Give the dude 3-4 PATs. 3 PATs and a field goal. Oh my God, you're in the driver's seat.
Yep.
You can expect a sack or two, at least a sack or two.
Or it'd be like Sanders, who put up 18 points, alone by himself.
No, you're not, George.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. If I saw that right now, I mean, side by side with my opponent, I'm pretty sure his would read like all green, like 89% to victory. Yeah. Where the other opponent's got like 11% chance of winning. That's what that would look like. What are you doing, Goat?
Lost Tom.
You didn't lose anything. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just it. If you've played on Yahoo, I've played on Yahoo my entire fantasy career. Okay. Then I made the switch, or not fully switched, but then I discovered Sleeper. Very early 2023, drafted my first dynasty team on there, and I was like, "Holy smokes!" It's pale in comparison. It is. It's pale in comparison. Hey, trophy stealer, yo! I need 10 points from Mike Evans. Thank God I trusted my gut and started cooking.
Yeah, it's good.
So we had a question. We spoke about it yesterday, and the question happened to have been on Friday. Sit one. The choices were James Cook, Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon. We had to sit Mixon.
Yep, sit Mixon.
You had to sit Mixon. So you need 10 points for Mike Evans. That should also be in the
you're
bag.
fine.
That should also be
I
in the
did
bag.
that in the first half.
much to Mad Max Corleone's chagrin there, because he's going up against Mike Evans. But we should be able to hit the middle here.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get at least 10 from Evans, where it won't be as much as 23. We're shooting for the middle there. Yeah, Joe Mixon. Shit.
Oh, see, as Jacob's going tomorrow.
That's all he did, man.
You're good.
By Sunday evening, Mad Max Corleone. Sometimes the Shepard needs a little rest too. Sometimes. Oh, I won't rest until you rest. Yeah. What else do we got here, Rhino? Do you have any injuries that just come popping off the top of your head right now? No injuries. You have no injury report.
No, not top of my head. Golf.
How about the Lions are disgustingly good?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, man. Outside, Golf looked good.
He's still not an outdoor cat.
No, he's not, but
he played the Bears.
Gibbs did what I thought I was going to do.
Come on.
They look good.
Where do I want to go here?
J-Mo freaking just went off today.
Kenny Walker headed for an MRI.
Oh, really?
Ankle. Yep.
So that happened late then, really late in the game.
Injures ankle, well behind. This is supposed to be an injury app. Why are you giving me like Garrett Wilson well behind Devontae Adams again? I'm sure Sniper will love hearing that. Tajay Spears. How about Tajay Spears today?
On minimal work.
Still
did good. Yep.
Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard. Yeah, I mean, like, he's active, and it really didn't make a difference. Let me take a look at that.
And he was, and he had minimal stuff too. That's what we were talking about last night. Just about Pollard's, like, if he's going to play, he's not going to get that many touches. So you have to kind of, we tell people temper your expectations. So I think we had somebody asking, play Spears or Pollard last night.
There were a lot of injuries in the Miami 49ers game. Okay. Yeah, well, let's look for those. Skill position players, or offensive linemen.
I think Dre Greenlaw got hurt again. But that's bowling.
The Sniper was watching that game because she was watching Kittles and Debo. I bet that was it.
Paying more attention to the Raiders game.
Of course, this thing doesn't update the way you want it to, when you want it to. Here we go. Tony, 8 carries for 35 yards.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah, that's tough.
And that, if you think about it, though, that's almost what we kind of expected, not practicing all week long. So why they even play him?
Did he go over 1,000 yards yet for the season?
He did that last week. No,
So
maybe that's why, because he was like 61 yards last week away from.
I bet you that was it.
Yeah.
And Tajay Spears, 10 carries, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's like goal line work. How about this guy? Let's go to the other side of the ball here. Well, no, actually, let's stay here. Because Chig Okonkwo. How about must add tight end for next week? Chig Okonkwo, 11 targets, 9 catches, and 81 yards.
Yep.
Calvin did score the touchdown. I know we made one or two Calvin calls.
Chig.
Chigaconquo.
Chiggy with it.
Okonkwo.
Yep.
I'll try to pronounce his first name. And everything after the G. It's impossible.
No. Yeah,
It's
not even doing that.
Chigwizrugzrugzrugzrug. Calvin Ridley, 3 catches, 70 yards, and the tutty.
Touchdown.
Tajay Spears. Interesting. How about this guy? I may have the banner for it.
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
2 touchdowns. Long touchdowns, too. Long touchdown. Anthony Richardson looked pretty good. He had a touchdown run.
And he threw a touchdown.
Yep, and he threw a touchdown to
Josh.
Downs.
Yep, threw a touchdown to Josh Downs. Couldn't have been that deep of a touchdown throw because of his yardage.
26 yards.
Yeah, nothing to really write home about. However, again, I'm not sure how many people actually started Josh Downs this week. There were a couple. There were definitely a couple of questions on whether to start him or not. He gave you 12, 30, he gave you 15 points. He gave you 15 points on 4 targets, 3 catches, and Michael Pittman has just disappeared.
Yep.
There's nothing else here. There's nothing else here other than Jonathan Taylor on the ground and Anthony Richardson on the ground.
Yep. How many yards did he end up with?
70.
70. Yeah. Okay.
So they torched the Titans on the ground because Richardson only threw for 131 with a touchdown pass. 11 attempts, Rhino.
He was 6 for 11, 7 for 11, something like that.
7 for 11. 11 attempts. 11 attempts.
But that's fine though. They didn't need him to throw the ball. So
not when you've got 218 rushing yards from Jonathan Taylor. I suppose you don't. But I mean, how many? This game. I guess the score is a lot closer than what the game really was. Because it was 38-30.
Yeah.
The Colts, you can't win like this. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to win football games throwing the ball 11 times. They did today.
But they didn't have to throw the ball anymore. That's why. If you don't have to, if Taylor's running 60 and 70-yard freaking touchdown runs, that takes away from more passing yards.
Okay. No, I get that, but how often, how many games can you get like this with Jonathan Taylor?
Not that often.
If you're playing a good, hypothetically speaking, let's say they were playing the Chiefs or the Ravens, and they're putting 8 men in the box, and they are committed to stopping Jonathan Taylor and making Anthony Richardson throw. I can't see how they could beat you in the air like this.
No, not with 11. No, not with 11 passes.
That's right. Well, that's what I mean.
Well, the game worked where it goes. Any game.
I think didn't we have the same stat line last week?
I can't remember last week. I could barely remember 2 days.
No, we basically have the same stat line from him last week.
So that's just the coaches.
They're
keeping them. I don't know. But they're making sure he's doing just enough to win the games or keep them in the games.
Today happened to have been a better completion percentage day for Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
So in that respect, if you completed 7 out of the 11, that's good. But last week it was almost the same line. It was like he completed 11, but for 20. So he only completed about 50% of the passes.
All right, we got some.
What do we got here? Go. Didn't we just win? Oh, it's a keeper. Yeah. Of course you should.
Jamar Chase.
Of course you should.
Yep.
That's easy.
Oh, geez.
Gibbs 5th round. Yeah, that makes it a little bit different. Jameer Gibbs in the 5th round, huh? Where you would be getting first, second, third, and 4th round draft picks. See, here's the thing, and it, I happen to be a huge fan of Jamar Chase. I have Jamar Chase in several leagues, a couple of semifinals. Big fan of his since his rookie season. I think he's the best wide receiver in the league. And I'm not sure, Rhino. I'm not sure how much more ceiling he has after this.
Yeah.
Can he duplicate this season? Can he replicate it? Whichever the right word is there. He probably can. But I don't know if he's at 15 and change right now, 1,500 yards. He's well over or going to be over 100 balls.
Mm-hmm.
Double-digit touchdowns. I would think if he doesn't get this type of stat line again for 2025, then I don't think he's going to exceed that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't necessarily not keep him.
No, you can keep him.
But he's got another good option here with Gibbs in the 5th. But I think you're more. I think you have a more. I think it's more of a sure bet with Jamar Chase than it would be with Jameer Gibbs.
Who knows? You might still be able to get Jamar Gibbs in the draft, depending on where you draft at.
That's true.
So
that's true. That's very true.
Right on, Brizzleton.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
That's right.
We like hearing that. Brizzleton. I can't say that quite yet in a couple more leagues.
There's a big game tomorrow night. Big ramifications, and tonight for that matter.
Yeah.
Brizzleton goat. That's right, baby.
I think I'm down 20 in the Invitational with Bucky and CD Lamb going. Somebody else.
Well, in that, remember, you're not necessarily playing
right
whoever the hell you're playing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just worry about those guys just scoring more.
Okay.
Whether you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're playing the other 5.
Right.
For my purposes, I would love to win and beat that matchup because I'm not playing against the field in this league, in this tournament.
Okay.
Like I'm not playing against you anymore. It's
we're playing each other next week for 3rd place.
But for your purposes, in that league, you just want to score points.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily you're not playing solo. Technically speaking, you could lose to solo and still make it to next round. Brizzleton goat, man. Yeah.
Nice.
So I got Josh Jacobs. It actually starts tonight. Cooper Rush. That's right, QB2. Cooper Rush. I should have played Bryce Young. That would have been a good option too. Cooper Rush, CD Lamb Chops, Josh Jacobs tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
We should move on. And then in another league, just to show you how this works. In another league, I'm playing against Josh Jacobs.
I know.
It just goes to show you though the season that Josh Jacobs is having.
Yeah.
If I was in 4 semifinals, including that invitational today, Chase Brown is on 50% of those teams. Goes to show you the type of play, the type of season that he's had.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised by the Commanders beat the Eagles today.
Well,
I was too, and I raised the question earlier, Sniper, and Rhino kind of convinced me otherwise. Like, do you think this kind of sort of unraveled because Jalen Hurts left the game early? You know what? I thought to myself, well, maybe that just set the chain of events in motion, and now the Commanders could. But that wasn't the case. So.
How many yards away is Barkley from breaking Eric Dickerson's record?
That's pretty close too.
Pretty close, isn't it?
Damn close. Damn close. Damn close. Dominic go down 40.
Cool.
have CD and the Packers D. Opponent has he has Brandon Cooks. I wish you the best of luck, Goat.
Yeah.
You're down 40. If you get the smash game out of CD Lamb chops,
And that could happen. That could happen.
The smash game out of CD Lamb chops. Now add in a respectable, solid 12 to 14 points out of the Packers D. But now you're still going up against Cooks.
But Cooks maybe 3 catches, maybe 1 red zone target.
I was going to shoot off some arrows, but because you're playing against Cooks, I won't shoot the arrows off. But anytime I see Brandon Cooks, I need to shoot arrows. Hey, look, you may not win this one just based on the margin right now and the circumstance, but you're in the semifinals. You had a great season.
Good luck. There's weirder things have happened, man. The Cowboys Buccaneers game could be one of those 38 to 35 games.
It's true. It's true. I think Sniper Mel may love Carrie more than she loves Ray Ray.
Yeah.
And I'm all for that. I'm completely on board with Sniper Mel having that type of having that affinity for Carrie Underwood. I have no problem with that. That's why I don't really have a problem with it. I'm not mad at that either. Yeah. Commissioner Rhino, found ourselves a nice week 16.
Yeah.
I want to wish all the goats a fantastic Sunday night football game. We will be back on Tuesday earlier, right? An hour earlier?
Yeah, 4 or 7. 7 Eastern.
Oh, I thought it was going to be earlier than that.
Okay, so 6 Eastern.
I thought it was. Who's so? It's my boy. My boy's keeping chase. He already locks in his keepers for 2025 the year before. You know how proud I am of this goat? Because just like I am proud of the sniper, based off of last season over to this season, the Husot has made strides.
Yep. Young gun, man.
And look at, if we look to improve and study the game of football, it makes us better fantasy football players. Because that's fantasy is just a byproduct of the actual watching the game. Well, CD Lamb's not playing fantasy football right now, but we have but based on what CD Lamb does for us, it's fantasy, it's the game.
Mm-hmm.
CD Lamb's playing in the NFL. Some of these guys actually do play fantasy. We know that, but still, if we become students of the game, watch the game, watch how teams operate offenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only gives you the edge. I'm proud of that goat. I'm proud of his of his successes this season. Just like I'm proud of many. All right, Rhino. Any final words before we take off and see everybody on Tuesday?
Everybody have a blessed evening. Have a blessed week. Have a tremendous Christmas and.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, we're gonna see everybody on Tuesday. We could do that. We could wish you that.
Just be good humans and be a difference and make a difference.
Big games out of Bucky. Big games out of CD.
Yeah.
We need like a 50-50 type of deal out of Mike Evans. What do I need?
And big game out of Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love tomorrow.
Josh Jacobs tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right.
Guys, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.